Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Stephanie, and for today's video I'm going to be talking about my experience with Mirena. So if you want to know more information about it, then stay tuned and I hope you enjoy. So for many girls who does not know what type of birth control method to go towards, or like how useful, or like what are the side effects, basically Mirena is an IUD, and it's like a small little tea that goes inside of you, obviously, and it protects you from getting pregnant. That's the point of it. So Mirena is about a 7-year thing, so you don't have to change it until at least 7 years. But there has been like myths that I've heard that like it's hard to get pregnant from after you take the Mirena out. It takes a while to get pregnant, or you cannot get pregnant. Like it lowers your chances of getting pregnant. So for example, I've met some people who had in any type of IUD, not specifically Mirena, but the IUD. And like for example, my mother, she wasn't able to get pregnant after like 2-3 years after taking the IUD out. So that's like it's kind of hard after, yeah, basically. But it is I think it's a very good safe method, because I was on the pill, and yeah, it was fine, but I did gain a lot of weight with the pill, but I was okay. It's just sometimes it's kind of hard to forget that you have to take the pill every day at the same time. If not, like it might not become effective. And so for my mother, like she didn't want me on the pill, so she wanted me to be in the IUD. So I went and I got Mirena. However, it is a little pricey unless you have insurance. Like for me at that time when I was on the pill, I was not supposed to be on the pill. I was supposed to get an IUD, but I didn't have insurance, and technically it regularly costs like about $1,000 to get it. But I don't have insurance and I was paying out of pocket, so the pill was like cheaper for me. It was only $9.99 a month. So I did that with my pharmacist. But after I was able to get insurance, that's when I made the transfer into an IUD. And now I literally forget that I have a birth control. Like I forget it because like, yeah, it's not something I take every day, and I just like forget. But it has its pros and its cons, obviously. Like I heard with the Mirena, it takes away your period for good, at least until the time that you have the Mirena. So we're gonna go talk about the side effects now. So the first side effect is missed periods, bleeding, and spotting between periods. So I have not had no missed period, but I've actually had spotting. However, I started getting spotting since they inserted the Mirena, but I have it till this day. Like my period, it hasn't really stopped. Like I've just been spotting throughout these last 5 months. So that's that. Sorry, I just got a message. I'm sorry. So real quick, so when I went to my OBGYN, they told me that I needed to be on my period in order to insert the Mirena. So what they did is they prescribed me medicine to be on my period the following week. So that's what happened. So I had to be on my period for them to insert the Mirena. So I was having like a heavy bleeding first 2 days, because the 3rd day, that's when they insert the Mirena. The first 2 days, and then I got the Mirena. I had a heavy bleeding the next 2 days after, but ever since then I just been having spotting throughout, and I still have spotting. Like I never stopped. Like so every single day I just spot for like the last 5 months, which is ridiculous. But technically I kind of somewhat don't have a period. Heavier bleeding during the first few weeks after device insert. Like I said, I only had it for 2 days after. It says abdominal or pelvic pain. I've had it, and it's actually worse than cramps, and I hate cramps because I used to have a very heavy cramps, but now like it was like worse than that. But now I don't have it. I have it maybe once in a while, but not as much. So I just take like a little pill, like it used to be ibuprofen, or like one of those like cramp relieving pills that I take. I can't think of the name for some damn reason. I have it in my cabinet drawer. But anyways, it says back pain. I've had back pain like every once there and now, like once in a blue moon. Not that much. Headache and migraine. I have headaches and migraines, but not as much as I used to before. But yes, I have had headaches and migraine. Did I have it the time I got it, like, inserted? No. Well, I think it's just the first day when they inserted, because like they recommend that you take about 800 milligrams of ibuprofen so you don't feel when they insert it. But because they don't put you to sleep, it's a quick, like, 15-minute procedure, not even like a 5-minute procedure. So I just felt a lot of like pressure, and it was just like, oh, like, stop. But it was a quick in and out. It says nervousness. I am a very nervous person. I get like a lot of anxiety, so I do bite my nails a lot. That's why I try not to get my nails done, because at the end of the day, like, they're gone, they're destroyed. Dizziness, no. Nausea, no. Vomiting, no. Bloating, no. Breast tenderness and pain, no. Weight gain, no. I have not gained weight, but with the pill, I've gained weight. Changes in hair growth. My hair got longer, but that's because I also take the hair, skin, and nails vitamins, so I assume they're the vitamins, but who knows. Acne, no. I do not have no acne. I haven't broke out like really bad. Like, I only have like one, like, right here. But other than that, like, I have not had back acne. Like, I guess I just never really got back acne before. I don't know. Okay, so the next one. Yes, it's depression and changes in mood. OMG, I kid you not. That hit me so hard. Like, especially the first 2 weeks having the device inserted. Excuse me. I'm a very emotional person, and especially now, ever since I got the Mirena, I'm just extremely emotional. Like, I got the Mirena inserted like a week and a half before I flew out to Cali to see my significant other, so I was still like, it's like still fresh, so I was super emotional. Like, I got my nails done the day before I flew out, and when I went to the airport and everything, and I took my luggage to the baggage claim, no, not baggage claim, like to check in for the bags, I didn't realize, but I guess my nail broke, but I didn't notice my nail broke until I got to my connecting flight, which was in Dallas. And I kid you not, I was so upset. Like, I started crying, and I never had a nail break before, but I started crying. And then on top of that, I was hungry, and I left my credit card at home, because I was like, just like, I was almost late for my flight and everything, so I rushed out of the house. My Uber was outside, so I left my debit card at home. So when I realized I left it, I was in Dallas, I was trying to pay for it, and that was where the money, that's where all my money was gonna be for California, was there. So I was like, oh my god, how did I leave my card? So I made the money transfer to go to my another bank account that I actually had a card for in my wallet. And I did that, and I'm here thinking like it's instantly, because I do a lot of Zelle, so I'm thinking it's like an instantly like transaction. But I guess my bank account, my SunTrust bank account, was connected to my Wells Fargo bank account and not my number where my Zelle is connected to. So I was like, oh crap. So when I try to pay for my food, they were like, I'm sorry, ma'am, your card got declined. And I'm like, how is that possible? Here you go. And then do it again, and again, like, it was declined. So I was like, I started breaking down, and the waitress was like, ma'am, I don't worry, I'll pay for it. I'm like, no, I have the money. I'm not broke. I have the money. It's just my dumbass left it at home. So I tried to make the transfer, but it turns out I was not going to make the transfer until the next business day, because it was connected through accounts. So I was like, no. So I started crying. I broke down into tears. And then when I was in the gate waiting to go aboard the plane, I was like, my significant other called me. He's like, hey, don't worry, we're about to see each other in 3 hours. You know, it's just a happy moment. But no, my ass was crying. Like, I was just crying, because I was like, no, it's a bad day already. Like, my nail broke, and I don't have no money, and my card got declined, and I might just not have money for a couple of days now, because I don't know when the money's gonna transfer to the other bank account. And he's like, it's gonna transfer by tomorrow, I promise. Blah, blah, blah. Like, I was just breaking down in the airport crying. So then I was just very upset, because I was so emotional. And then the next day, I'm in Cali, and my boyfriend has like the 2 doors car, So I don't know how to move the seat, like, you know. So I was trying to move the seat because I guess, like, I think I was taking the luggage to his house because we got a hotel. So I think I was taking the luggage to his house because I had presents for, like, the family. And when I was trying to, like, put the seat back or something, like, you know, another nail broke. So I just broke down to tears again in the car, and I'm like, my nail broke. He's like, baby, don't worry, we'll get it, like, fixed, we'll go to a nail salon, which, by the way, never happened. Never went to a nail salon. But I was crying. So then I was just so sad. And then, like, the whole entire week, because I was there for a week, I was just crying my eyes out for no reason, because I was just so emotional. Whether it was something happy, whether it was something sad, whether it was something frustrating, I was just crying my eyes out because I was super, super emotional. Then I did hit, like, a little depression, a temporary depression, like, throughout, like, a couple, like, maybe a month later or somewhat. I was just very upset because, like, these were not going my way, and I was just crying for everything, and I was just very upset, and I was locking myself in, and I didn't want to go out. I didn't, like, nothing. I was just, like, gone. So I hit that for a bit. But that's it. The next one was loss of interest in sex. No, that's a negative. Never got that. Itching or skin rash. No, I didn't got that. And then the last side effect would be puffiness in the face, hands, ankle, and feet. No, I did not get that. But those were my experience with the side effects. That's were my experience with the Mirena. I like it because I forget about it. I forget I have it, and I don't have to worry that I'm gonna get pregnant. I don't feel it either. It is good for 7 years, so I will have it in my body. Not for 7 years. I'm gonna take it out probably in, like, two and a half, 3 years from now. Like, I want to be settled down with my significant other. Like, I want to have our own home first, and, like, making sure that we have stable jobs and, like, a good, like, you know, like, economic wise, like, we're good financially. So, like, that's when I would decide to take it out. But as of right now, like, I have it in. I don't plan on taking it out anytime soon. I want to finish school. That's my first priority. And I think it's a good, like, a good birth control method. So if, like, any girls are still wants to know more about it, I do consider, like, researching, and take your time. Like, don't go for the first one you hear about, because, like, I was in a pill, but that's because, like, I didn't have the money for the IUD. However, there's different methods for birth control. I know there's, like, the one with the shot. You do, like, every 6 months or every 2 years, like, something like that, around those lines. The only reason why I don't do the shot is because I don't like needles. I hate needles with a passion. But other than that, like, there's the shot, there's the pill, there's the IUD, and I think there's another one. I think there's, like, an implant something too. Like, it's on different type of shot, I think. I'm not 100% sure about it. But I do suggest that for any females who are trying to, like, get into birth control, my advice to you is that you should look into each and every one of them, especially if you decide to look into IUD. There is, like, about 4 different type of IUDs, and I can suggest that my best advice is to look into every single one of IUD, because there's hormonal IUD and non-hormonal IUD, and I have the one which is hormonal. So yeah, that's why, like, my hormones are everywhere. Like, I'm just very moody. I'm very, like, anybody that knows me, they will tell you I'm really moody. Like, my emotions get to me all the time. To this day, I'm still emotional, and to this day, I'm still, like, my emotions will take over me, and I will not, yeah, like, I will not forget about it. So that's very important. So just, like, look into it and see which one's the best for you, especially, like, financially wise. And that's my story with my Mirena experience. Okay, my loves, so don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and let's make this monthly goal happen, which is 25 subscribers. So I hope to see you next time.